Welcome to your first of 6 Shape Up coaching lessons for crossers. And mate, the information in this one video might just change your life completely. Each of your 6 Shape Up lessons will include a video or audio lesson like this one. Some materials you can download, and many of them have extra Shape Up subconscious audio recordings that you'll listen to on this app for a week. If you do these as instructed, you'll be able to make some powerful changes in your self-confidence and your relationships. The audio recordings are important because they help you change the subconscious beliefs you have about yourself and your life, which will begin to change everything. This is true because neuroscientists tell us that 95% of your choices you make are subconscious. That means 95% of the time you're running on autopilot. You aren't really making decisions. You're just reacting to your life. And often this behavior is not balanced or you at your best. If we're going to help you change some of your behavior, we have to help you work on this subconscious thinking. We're going to make this really easy though, because understanding your thinking is actually pretty simple. Every minute of every day, you either function in one of 2 states. You're either balanced and loving, and you have good behavior because you feel safe, calm and happy, or you're in an unbalanced, fearful state where you feel unsafe, stressed, mistreated, insulted or unhappy. And when you get like this, your behavior goes downhill, right? Understanding your 2 states is going to make good relationship behavior really simple. And it's simple because there's only 2 options. When there's lots and lots of options, making decisions is hard. When there's only 2, it's much easier. We're going to teach you how to recognize your 2 states and what's driving in every moment. We're going to teach you how to get out of an unbalanced, fearful state where you might behave badly and back into that balanced, loving state where you can be your best. Now, in order to help you become your best and create healthy relationships with everyone in your life, we're going to share with you a powerful secret of human behavior that can totally change your life. Because it's going to make your bad behavior and the bad behavior of others finally make sense. Are you ready for it? Because here it is. Most human behavior and all of our bad relationship behavior is driven by 2 simple core fears that everyone on the planet is battling to some degree every day. When you understand these 2 core fears, you're going to see human behavior in a whole new light. You're going to finally understand yourself too. So here they are. The first core fear, the fear of failure, which is really the fear of not being good enough. But you know this one anyway, because you battle this insecurity and fear every day. You've had this fear a long time. We believe it started when you were just a small child, when everyone kept saying, no, don't do that, don't be like that. Can't you be more assertive or nice or quieter? Just be smarter. The message that came through loud and clear from the big people around you was, I need to be different than what I am, or I might not be good enough. Then you went to school. The first thing you learned there was that there are kids smarter, more athletic and better looking than you do. So the fear of failure only got bigger. As an adult, we wish we could say, hey, you've grown out of this fear, but you know what? This fear's grown up with you. And some days it feels like the pits. This fear haunts your life and your thinking. And it can be really costing you. It can cost you relationships and opportunities. It can hold you back in every area of your life. Now, almost everyone and everything you experience can trigger this fear of failure in you. And in this unbalanced, fearful state, you and your behavior becomes wobbly. In a fear state, you're focused on one thing only, doing or getting anything it takes to quieten that fear. Now, sometimes validation, awards, a raise at work can quieten the fear. Or sometimes it takes more, the interest from opposite sex or shopping or buying something new. That can convince you that you're actually okay. And then the fear can shrink down. But only lasts a little while until something else triggers you again and you're back in fear of failure. And this isn't the only fear at play in your life. There's actually another core fear. The second core fear that everyone on the planet battles every day is the fear of loss, the fear that your life won't be good enough. Now, this fear shows up when your life is not the way you wanted it to be. The truth is, life rarely meets your expectations, so it can happen a lot. Quite often, people disappoint you or mistreat you. When this happens, you can feel quite hard done by. Think about all the things in your life that you're afraid of losing or going wrong. A loved one might die. You could lose your job. You could lose money. You could be robbed. You could get stuck in traffic. You could be late to a big meeting. Your children could destroy the house. There could be a hole in the wall. You could be audited by the government. You could break a leg. There's only about 1 billion things every day that could go wrong. So this fear of loss, it can be huge. Now for crossers, the fear of loss can really dominate your attention at times because you really like to have support and resources to make a difference in the world. And you can have some strong opinions about your life and how the world should look and function. When you don't get what you want and things aren't done right, you can get bothered, a little mean or anxious. And you might not show up very nice to your family, your friends, or the other people in your life. When you're in fear of loss, your worst behavior will come out. And if you feel really mistreated, frustrated, or angry, you can get a little controlling. You might even carry on like a pork chop. When you feel taken from, you can chuck a wobbly and lose your temper. But this is the problem. The fear-driven bad behaviour, it's not who you really are. The real you is good and mature and kind. But this behaviour can only happen when you feel safe and unthreatened and out of fear. Then you can show up as your best for other people. When you learn how to defeat your 2 core fears for yourself, and in the next 2 lessons we're going to show you how, you're going to have the skills and tools you need to create relationships that work. And the good news is, learning to be your best, it's simple. The only thing you've been lacking was knowledge. And once you know better, you'll do better, and you can improve every relationship in your life. Don't miss the second Shape Up coaching lesson for Crosses coming up next, where we will give you the secret to beating that fear of failure and getting that bugger off your back for good. Lesson 2 will help you change your subconscious beliefs about yourself and your value, and get rid of that insecurity that makes you honouring and controlling at times. This lesson will improve your self-esteem, which is the single greatest thing you can do to improve your relationships. You can find this lesson in your portal now.